Hey Dreamers, I'm Bryce from Midnight Notion, singer-songwriter, musician, and a big fan of Metallica, but I have no idea what my favorite song is. Could it be The Struggle Within? Let's use math to find out. Cue the intro.
Ted, give it to me now!
For the best Metallica song! The Struggle Within. Here it is, the final song from the Black Album. This is the point where if you were a fan, apparently in the mid-90s, you got really angry after this, that they cut their hair and you burned all their CDs and stuff. We're not going to do that here. We're going to support this band all the way through, even if we don't like some of the songs. We're going to do our best. I'm going to play this last song. I'm going to blah, blah, blah my way through it. Then I'm going to grade it using the following criteria. Lyrics, instrumentation, composition, memorability, and emotional response. Each category is a 0 to 4 scale, and the grand possible total is 20. We'll see at the end whether this has what it takes to beat the top 10. I don't think it's gonna make it because I don't typically like this song. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so that you can be here all the time for all the future videos. Let's do this thing. Struggle Within. Here we go. I appreciate that it's a marching band. Like it's a marching snare, and you can actually hear the marching bass drum. Boom, boom. Yeah, I don't know. I just appreciate that. That's all. For some reason, I still don't believe that's Lars playing this. It probably is, but for some reason, I just imagine them like hiring out some actual marching band player, even though it's not a difficult rudiment. It's just it's very easy, but I don't know. For some reason, I don't imagine Lars playing this because he hasn't shown us a single stick roll ever. And he's only going to show us, I think, is it the next record? Is it Load where we get the... Anyway, we'll talk about it when we get there. He doesn't do rudiments. He just goes right, left, right, left, right, left the whole way through. So that's why I don't see him doing... It just doesn't seem like a thing that he does. I'm sure he did. I'm just saying. I do appreciate, this is kind of a skippable song for me. I don't typically listen to this one, and I think that I'm not alone in that. I know there's a lot of you out there who also skip this song. Even the band themselves didn't play it until 2012, and I don't think they've really played it since. So I don't know. It's kind of meh to me. It doesn't have the same feel. What I do like is that main riff, it's really like it's got a groove to it. It's a good fast tempo. Not fast, but it's an up-tempo song. It's got a nice groove to it, and that's something I really appreciate. So if I'm going to pick apart a song I don't typically like, I'm at least going to give them points for having a nice straight tempo. Some of these transitions, the da-da-da-da is kind of weird, and then the ba-bum, ba-no, ba-bum, ba-no, ba-bum, ba-no, it feels kind of happy almost, and feels very Kill 'Em All, actually, that part. But I don't know. It just it's not really sitting with me, those sections. I think the chorus is really cool. I like the chorus a lot, and I like the verses. But those weird offbeats and the those things are kind of weird. However, backpedaling just a little bit, I do appreciate how we come through bum-ba-da-da. We have like a holdout, a little fermata. I'm a big fan of fermata. Just hold it out, hold it out, hold it out. If you don't know what a fermata is, it's this guy. This guy right here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is a little drawing that I made. This is a fermata on top of a rest, and I drew it because you're allowed to rest for as long as you want to. Rest as long as you want to. If you're struggling within, rest as long as you want to. Anyway, that little eye on the top of sheet music, that allows you to hold out until the conductor is ready to cue you into the next part. So, fermata away, boys. Is this in a different time signature? I feel like it's in a 6. I don't know. It feels like it might be in an odd time signature. I've never actually analyzed this before. But something about the way the words are lining up with the music leads me to believe that we might be playing in a different time signature. Huh. Struggle with it. Higher harmonies. Struggle with it. Fermata away, boys. Is that the 2? Nice, they're moving it around. I don't know. I don't think we earned a go there. That doesn't feel like a go spot to me. I feel like go is something you say right before you go into something big. Go, boo, do, 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 do. You know what I mean? It's got that go, boo, do, do, do. But this one was like stop, go, and then the pause kind of continued. Let me show you one more time. This feels odd to me. It doesn't feel like the timing is right on this. I like those chinas. Go! So I think what I'm finding is that it is in 4/4. It's not in 6/4. But then the ba 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 is a transition in probably 3. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna find out. What the hell? What is it you think you're gonna find? Okay. So there's some changes in there. The changes are happening. It's just perceived in a weird spot. It's mostly 4/4, but then there's those ba 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 as a 3, and then that last time had an additional 2, so it was actually ba 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 1 2 do 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 do. So it could have been a 3/4 with a 2/4, or it could have been just a 5/4. Either way, there are lots of time signature changes going on. So I appreciate that. Something I've never noticed before. I've never listened to this song this close. So good job. You tricked me. You got me. But I found you. Sing it. Struggle with it. I can't hear you. Come on. And that, my friends, is the end of the Black Album. Let's give this sucker some points. Lyrics. What is this song about? It's about struggling within. What else is it about? I don't know. I looked at these lyrics a little bit and I feel like this is one of those songs that sits in the like, hurry up, we got to get this finished. The record is printing tomorrow. Like, wrap it up. We need you to record this line before we send it out so we can get on to the tour. It feels last minute to me. There's nothing. It's not really saying anything new. It doesn't feel anything unique. The rest of the album has been pretty solid for the most part. And so this definitely feels like a falls off at the end. It doesn't really say anything. Some of the verses are just kind of like, yeah, what are you going to do? Oh, you're suffering inside or something. And then you're living in hell. You locked yourself in your cell. I don't know. Good enough for me. Sign off on it. Cut. Print, whatever. It doesn't feel important. The chorus is well written in the sense that they've prepared the audience to be able to sing along with the song. But other than that, I don't know. These lyrics just don't do it for me. I looked at them. I tried to give them, a clear, open mind, but just nothing stands out for me. So this one lyrically, it's a 1. Instrumentation. Here's where I'm actually kind of surprised with what score I'm going to give them because I like a lot of the stuff that's going on here. We have a really cool marching band intro. It's a shame it doesn't come back. But then we have these fermatas. We have these different time signatures. We have the rhythm guitar during the solo moving up and down all over the place. It's not just staying on E for the whole song. They're moving around. They're using the chords. It's not key changes, but I'm just saying they're using music theory, whether they know it or not. And I think that's pretty cool. So I don't know. There's nothing standing out as outstanding, but it's pretty good actually. So this one instrumentally, I gotta give it a 3. Composition. I want to come in here and knock it, but it has all the things I look for. I want to say like, oh, the song is, it does verse, chorus, solo, verse, chorus. It's the same thing over and over. I say it in every video. However, they've got time signature changes. They have tempo changes with those fermatas, right? Ba-da, right? What was that? Was that The Simpsons? Bum ba The Simpsons. Holding those notes out is different. They don't do that pretty much ever. And so that's really neat. I can't knock them negative points because they're doing the things I like. Compositionally, I gotta give them a 3. Memorability. As much as I want to say the song is forgettable, they did it. That chorus, struggle within, something, something, struggle within, something, something, struggle within. Like they're hammering it in. And then what's the last line? Struggle within, struggle in within. How can you forget the line? It's the title and it's said throughout the song. Very super memorable. I don't think the verses are super memorable, but I think that the riff is pretty memorable. And actually, I may or may not have kind of ripped off some of this song for one of my own songs that isn't released yet. Don't tell anybody. It's pretty catchy. I gotta say, it is pretty catchy. I wish that the verses flowed a little bit better. I don't think that his singing matches with what's being played. It kind of comes in at odd points and it's a little wonky, but really they do things to make the song memorable. So I don't know. I gotta give them positive points. You know what? No, I'm going to stick with it. They tried, but they didn't get all the way there. We're going to give this one a 2. Emotional response. Here's where all the points come out because I'll be honest, even after finding out all this new stuff about the song, I do have a little bit more appreciation for it, but I still don't really like it. I think most of that comes from the verse. If they came up with a different rhythm or melody for what James is singing in the verses, I think the song would be much better. But because of that, it's just, it feels choppy to me. It doesn't, it pulls me out as soon as it starts going off and it doesn't feel like it ever recovers. And it feels like it's always kind of, the track is skipping. I feel like I'm struggling within, and maybe that was the intent, but it just doesn't, when I'm looking for a favorite song, this just doesn't have it. So emotional response, I'm going to give it a 1. And with that, The Struggle Within gets a grand total of 10 points, and you know that's not enough for the top 10. As a matter of fact, I believe that makes it into the bottom 10. So unfortunately, that's where it sits. The math saith so. Let's take a look at the top 10 board so far. We got one at the top. We got Through the Never on the chopping block. We have our first tie with Puppets and Wolf at third place. And there are some really great songs ahead. Don't you tell me that the Black Album is where they stopped making good music. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. There is plenty of good songs to come, so stick with the channel. Now it's your turn to tell me what you think in the comments below using my criteria. What score would you give this song? And make sure that you check out Midnight Notion wherever you get your music online, Spotify, iTunes, I'm all over the place. You can listen to it for free. It's a Black Friday deal. Listen for free on Bandcamp or here on YouTube, whatever. And of course, smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost at 300 and I'm having a great time. I hope you're having a great time too. We'll see you tomorrow as we get into Load, brand new background coming soon, and we'll be talking about Ain't My Bitch. Thanks.